Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Heartful of Hallmark. Thank you so much, Emily and Carlo, for joining us today.
Happy to be here.
And we are here to talk about their movie that just premiered a couple of weeks ago, A Season to Bloom, now available on Hallmark Plus. So, let's go into this one first. What is the movie about? Emily, who do you play? What's your storyline? And Carlo, what is your storyline?
I play Elise Everett in A Season to Blossom, and you're meeting her at a crossroads of her life. She's an aspiring writer who's about to give up on her dreams, and at the same time, she's traveling back to the Driftless area where she spent all of her summers growing up with her beloved grandma, who has since passed, and she's needing to go back and pack up the bookstore and get ready for a sale. And she's kind of deciding, I'm going to let go of the writing dream and I'm going to put this all behind me. But she meets the community and she runs into her childhood crush, Max, who maybe sees her a little better than she sees herself. And you get to watch that journey unfold.
And I play Max, who's an orchardist. I think that's the word. A guy who runs an orchard, but he is trying to expand the business into making ciders, craft cider. And his dad's kind of reluctant to do that, so he's trying to branch out on his own. And like Emily said, Elise kind of pops into the picture, and he kind of starts a journey there trying to encourage her in her dreams of writing, and then she also encourages Max to keep going with the cider, even though Dad's reluctant about it. So that's kind of the journey.
I really enjoyed how both of your characters supported each other in different ways and really wanted you guys to both go after the dreams that you had.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. I think it was a really fun relationship to explore because you felt the years of friendship and just this when you know someone from the teenage years and then you see them again in their adult years, there's something different there, and it really felt like you got to watch these people as friends first.
Yes.
And it was a cool relationship to explore.
Yeah, and adding to that, I think they're both kind of frustrated artists, and sometimes you can be, well, probably most of the time, you're your own worst critic. So it's good to, I think they kind of mirror each other, and they need each other to encourage each other and to counteract that inner critic.
Now we'll move into the questions about the movie. So for anybody who is brand new, hello, welcome, like and subscribe. We do this as often as we can with great people like these two. And every single question is going to be up on screen with mine or Kirsten's name beside it so we don't talk over each other, and we each get our time with you. And so for our deaf viewers, i.e. Kat and a couple of other people, you can read the questions along with us. So Kirsten's going to go first, and we'll each take turns until we are done with those questions, and we'll have a bit more fun.
So this one's kind of for both of you. So Max and Elise share such a sweet history with each other. So did you and Emily create any backstory moments that weren't in the script to help build that connection? Did you want to go first, Emily? Oh, wait.
Did we lose him?
I think
we lost him.
Oh, no.
Come back, Carlo. Come back.
It's okay.
Well, hopefully he comes back.
Yeah.
But I'll say we had lots of discussions on set. Carlo's such a brilliant actor, and he's so great at grounding material. You know, sometimes you read a script like on the page, maybe things could sound a little, you're like, I'm not sure how this is going to play. And Carlo made it all so real, which was so fun to play off of. And yeah, I think that they're, you know, we're unpacking the script together. We're like, okay, so if I came back every summer, what does this mean for us? How much time do you think we spent together? We
Yeah.
definitely had those discussions. Yeah. What do you think, Carlo? You're back.
I missed all that. I got kicked off. I don't know what happened.
You're-
What was the
no.
question?
I'll pop it right back up.
We were
Naturally
talking.
shares such a history. Did you and Emily creating backstory moments that weren't in the script to build that connection? What'd you say?
I said that we chatted a lot about it. I don't know that we created anything specific, but if there were notes in the script about us spending summers together, you know, we chat about it. We make all the scenes make sense for us. I don't know if we made any specific things that weren't on the page.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. And I think also when just kind of the relationship Emily and I had too kind of bleeds over too. So you kind of find out who we are as people and see how that we can interlay that with Max and Elise, see what that dynamic is.
Yeah, it was really nice. Like Carlo's awesome. He wanted to spend time. We spent time getting to know each other, and that went for the entire cast. You know, we didn't sit in the green room on our phones. Like we were hanging out and curious about getting to know each other as people. And I think that came through in the movie.
It definitely did. Like it seemed like a very like natural connection with both of you.
So, for anybody who doesn't know, when a movie has already premiered, it's free reign. We don't have to worry about spoiling anything. It's already out there if you want to watch it. It's right now on Hallmark Plus. So, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into some story aspects that do happen. And this one is primarily for Emily as the example here, but both characters have to try and keep promises leading to emotional moments, i.e., the letter that Lisa's grandma wrote to her. How do you each get into the mindset of a character going through a hard time?
The letter Elise's grandma wrote to her. There were so many things I read from my grandmother.
Yeah, there were a lot of
recall
exactly. That main one towards the very, very end.
The card.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I will tell you this. Leading into this script, I felt a really strong connection to this storyline. My grandparents actually owned a bookstore called the Book Nook. I was very close to my grandma and my grandpa, so I went into it with that mindset of just trying to stay connected with my actual grandparents and what it would be like to receive these letters and these notes and yeah, I don't know. You just try to put yourself in that person's shoes. I don't know if that answers the question, but I would say I feel like I had a connection to this storyline specifically.
That's really sweet that you had that personal connection to it.
Yeah. After the movie aired, my dad sent me all of these old photos of my grandma in the Book Nook, which made me so emotional.
I love that.
Yeah, for me, I think with every character you play, you can always find some kind of parallel to your own life or own like struggles are universal pretty much, so you can kind of plug and play. So with Max, I think I tried to find that, where places in my life where I want to maintain the traditions of my family, but then also kind of extend them more out into the world. Like I grew up in a community theater, and my parents ran that when I was a kid, so that's kind of where I got the acting bug and that love of performing in community. And then I took it a little farther into the world, so I think that was the parallel for Max and me, so that helped me drop into it.
And then my next question, this one's more about like the setting of it. So the town itself feels like a character. So how did that influence both of your performances?
Well, I mean the town was kind of the way it was peopled with all the supporting cast, and like Emily said, we spent a lot of time hanging out with each other and talking, and the supporting cast and also the extras too, like we're interacting with everybody. So I think it kind of organically, obviously, we were a team, and it's like we were living in a community. So yeah.
Yeah, and I would say like we filmed 90% of this in the exact same location. So it kind of became that, you know, it was like the
Yeah.
bookstores across the street from Winnie's, like that was our reality.
Mhm.
So it felt like a little town and community.
Yeah, it was like a cute little small town.
Yeah.
My next question is, speaking of cute, and speaking of being a character itself, Clover stole the scenes he's in. Emily, do you have any favorite moments from working with Clover?
Every moment. I loved that cat. He was so cute. You know, it's interesting. You can't control a cat. They're a little different than maybe working with a dog on set. They're very food motivated. Our animal wrangler was lovely, so like I'd have a little bit of food to give. Clover, also Mystic, is her real name, and then so she'd come and she'd land and she'd be looking for her food, trying to get her on her mark and things like that. But I would say maybe the scene where I receive Grandma's card and she jumps up to kind of say hello. I don't know. I think it's really special. I think animals kind of know when you're going through something, and it felt
Mhm.
like she wanted to be there for me. So that was probably my favorite.
I like that moment too. That was one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
And then my next one is for Carlo. So the cider making aspect was a unique touch in this film. Did you learn anything about like the process, and did that change how you viewed Max's character?
Yeah, I learned a little bit about it. I think what changed just how much of an art form it is, and how like delicate it
Mhm.
is, and the patience involved, and that kind of the risk of it. Because if you put all this work into a batch and then it goes bad, it's like all
Yeah.
this work just kind of goes out the window. But I guess just the delicacy of the blends, and the elderflower and that kind of stuff, kind of influenced it. Yeah.
Mhm.
We already covered that one, so let's go to this one. What is the true message of this movie, and what is the meaning of this movie to each of you?
Oof. I mean, the word resilience just comes into my brain because I'm sure we
That's a
say it
good
a thousand
one.
times in this movie. Um, um, yeah, getting out of your own way, facing your fears, and embracing the love of community. I think I don't think Elise saw her life going in this direction. I really think she was ready to give up, and um, I don't know. I think it was pretty cool to see her, break out of her comfort zone and see how she could bring all of these people together, and how much it meant to them and how much it meant to her, and to be seen by someone like Max who really believed in her,
Mhm.
and teaching you to believe in yourself, and I think it's really great at the end of the movie you get to see she wrote her book. She did it.
Yes.
And that's kind of the lesson I take away from this. What about you, Carlo?
Well, it's a spring movie, so I think it's all about rebirth, and coming alive after being dormant for a while. And I think both Max and Elise are kind of going through that. Like they've even their relationship is being reborn, and their passions are being reborn, and they were kind of been hidden. So and even the community itself, like Emily was saying, it's kind of reborn,
Mhm.
um, which is a great message, and something that just keeps happening. I think throughout our lifetimes, you just keep being reborn,
Mhm.
hopefully.
It really felt like both of you went on like your own like journeys throughout it, and even though it wasn't like it had like their own storylines to it where you could see each of you going through like the difficult parts but then finding your way as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it.
And this was about like near the end of the movie. So the storm that happens at the end, it kind of mirrors what both you were going through. So how did you guys approach something that's like emotionally intense alongside like the physical chaos of like being in a storm?
Well, for me, that storm, the first scene I shot of the whole movie, I was just getting pelted with wind and rain.
Oh
So it
no.
was pretty easy. I was like, it was a physical thing, so it kind of just led to the emotionality of it and the turbulence of it. So that really helped me. I think it was like at 9 o'clock at night or something, and it's in December, and the director Terry just got these big fans and he's hoses out. I'm like, okay, we're really doing this? He's like, yep, we're gonna soak you. So that was my welcome to the whole thing.
And he loved every minute. He loved every minute.
Well, I don't know. At the beginning, I did, but by take 10, it was getting a little cold.
Yeah, I think it's rare to have a storm in a Hallmark movie. It was interesting. Like my side of it, the lighting was really the candles I was holding. Like our DPs did an amazing job with creating the atmosphere there, but you felt it. You felt the shift. And I'll say too, it rained every single day we shot this movie, except for the orchard day when we got the beautiful sunshine outside and we were able to do all of that. But we were in really intense weather through all of this. But it played into it, and yeah, I give credit to the DPs and Terry for really creating the atmosphere there.
It really was a gorgeous atmosphere. I also like the scene like with like the tire swing too.
Mhm.
I was kind of wondering what that was like for you guys to do it.
Well, it was originally scripted as a trampoline.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I had questions. I read it and I was like, I don't think this is going to be as cute as everyone might think it's going to be on the page.
Oh, I thought that would have been great. I was bummed it wasn't a trampoline. That would have been terrific. I could have double bounced you.
No, see, that's my fear.
That was your fear. I think that's why they
nixed
nixed it, because we didn't want her to end up on her neck. Yeah.
No. So the tire swing I thought was a sweet replacement. Again, it was a window. It was like a pocket of time where we did not have rain, and it was like, let's go get this tire swing shot now. We did it in like 10 minutes. I like the scene because it's the first time you feel their connection in a romantic way.
Yes.
Yes.
So I think that was fun for us to play with, and
Mm-hmm.
I think the idea of it's sweet. It's something they used to do when they were younger, and you're watching them do it now.
We can always bring that trampoline back if we get a sequel. I mean, I mean, there's always a shot. My last question is for both of you. I'm a big book reader, so Elise has to deal with whether or not to sell the bookstore and also write her book. If you had to choose one book for anyone to go into a bookstore and buy, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. Like favorite book of all time?
And anything.
I would say Where the Crawdads Sing. I really loved that book. That was one of the first books I read where I felt like I was in it. I was like, I'm in the marsh right now. Yeah, so I'll give that as my answer.
I don't think I could say one for one person. I don't know. It depends what you like, but I would say something like, I don't know, like a J.D. Salinger, like Catcher in the Rye, if nobody's read that, or To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah, those are kind of accessible and must reads.
What about you, Kirsten?
Oh, I was gonna go similar to Carlo with To Kill a Mockingbird, but I think I would have to say The Great Gatsby because I love the 1920s aspect.
Nice.
I just reread that a couple of years ago. Yeah, that's a great book.
That's great. I just finished one, and I saw the movie, Project Hail Mary.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I mean, the book is a lot different. It delves further into the relationship between him and Rocky. and they drag Rocky's particular scene a lot longer. If you want something
really?
funny and emotional, the movie hits you, but the book will make you sob. I recommend anybody read
wow.
that book.
Okay.
Was that all the ones? Oh, was that the last one, Noah, for that movie?
I think you had one. Yep, you had one more.
Okay. And if this story had a sequel, which we were kind of talking about, so 5 years later, where do you think your characters would be?
I think Elise has written 3 books.
I can see that.
And they have 2 cats.
2 cats.
And what's Max up to? Max's spider business is flourishing.
I'll agree with that. Maybe we're on the trampoline.
No.
Maybe there's a kid on the trampoline with us.
Oh,
With the cat?
Okay.
With the cat. Yeah, there's a
I like
toddler
it.
with a cat on the trampoline. That's what I would say.
We could set it at Christmas. I mean, we never know.
Snowy trampoline, even more dangerous.
Exactly. Try we should try shooting that. December snowy trampoline up in Vancouver.
That sounds like a lawsuit.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, it does. And we no longer be allowed on a set. Anyways, before we go into the next topics and get to know you guys a little bit better, you can now watch A Season to Blossom right now on Hallmark Plus. It's going to be on throughout spring and throughout the entire year on Hallmark Channel. Give it a watch. You will love it just like we did. And check out their other work, which we're going to go into a little bit further. So we're going to start off with Emily. You had a bigger movie come out last year, which was my personal favorite movie of last year, Christmas Above the Clouds.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about how that came to you and what playing that character meant to you as sort of a different take on A Christmas Carol.
I mean, it was so exciting. Our director, Peter Benson, was lovely. It was my first time working with him as a director. I'd worked with him as an actor previously, so it was great to see him in that role. And, you know, being asked to star alongside Tyler Hines and Aaron Krakow, it's incredible. Like, I was like, sign me up, I'm there. And getting to play in that world of A Christmas Story, a new take on it. Yeah, I mean, we just had so much fun. It was such a lovely crew, and I was just so happy to be on board for it. An emotional role for sure.
Mhm.
I think I had to cry in every scene.
Yeah.
Still had fun.
And now I'm going to let Kirsten take it away because we have a surprise to reveal after this. So Kirsten is a major fan. So her questions are up here, and I'm just going to sit back here and be quiet.
So mine are about Chesapeake Shores. I love that show. And how does it feel, Carlo, to be like a part of such a beloved franchise as you embark on the 10th anniversary? And do you have like any reunion plans maybe, or like go to any fan events coming up?
It's been 10 years.
I know, isn't it
Gosh.
crazy? Like how? Like I don't know how that's possible.
It doesn't feel like it.
No, that just, how does it feel? It makes me feel really old. Yeah, it's been 10 years. That's crazy. I don't think we have any reunions planned, unfortunately, but
Okay.
we have reunions all the time because I always run into different people from there. I see Brendan quite often and Robert. So yeah, but it would be lovely to get everybody back together at some point. I can't believe it's been 10 years.
I know, it's crazy. I got to
That is
meet
crazy to me.
Robert and Brendan Penny at Christmas Con, and I was like, they need to get the whole crew here. Like, we need everybody here.
Yeah, that would be great. We always talked about maybe doing a Christmas movie, but it never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be perfect, but too bad.
There's 2 more, and then we have a slight announcement to you guys and the fans. But Kirsten?
So you had the opportunity to work with such a stellar cast on Chesapeake Shores. So how was it for you building the family dynamic, like on set, but also offset as well?
Um, well, for me, I came in at the end of the first season, and I was just a guest star, and it just kind of kept
Hmm.
going because I seemed to fit in, I guess. But it was just kind of a gradual, organic thing. I mean, those guys were there from the very beginning, but different people kept coming in, and everybody was so welcoming. But we shot that in such a beautiful place, and everybody always said it was like summer camp. We all came together for 4 months, and cast and crew, we all just hung out every day. So it was really organic and fun and yeah, it was a blast to be hanging out with those people on and off stage. And we had so many scenes where there's, like 10, 15 people in a scene, and they'd take forever because you got to get everybody's coverage. And everybody get pretty loopy by the end of the day. And Treat would be entertaining everybody. But it was just, yeah, it was so fun to be a part of. Yeah, I miss it.
And then my last question is actually about you and Lacey's character. So I thought that you guys meshed so well on the show. Like you met like each other's quirks and you just like worked together perfectly. So how special was it for you to like have that relationship grow throughout each season?
Um, yeah, that was great, and it was interesting because Lacey and I, our scenes would go through different. It was like we were in different genres every season. So
Yeah.
one season it was like we were in I Love Lucy or something, and it was like a sitcom where everything was going wrong with the B&B, and we were scrambling to put it together. And then it got a little more dramatic with all the stuff with my father.
Hmm.
So it was kind of cool to ride that wave through each season. It felt like we were on a different adventure, and we'd find out different things about each other. And that relationship kind of grew again organically, where, she was kind of always flustered, and I was trying to
Yeah.
bring her back
Bring
down
her
to
down.
earth. Um, I was doing a lot of that. Yeah. Most of my job was just to calm Lacey down on camera. But again, yeah, that kind of happened organically. So
Mhm.
we're just riding that chemistry and that energy.
Yeah, I would love to see you guys work together again and do another movie. Like, it'd be
That would be
incredible.
fun. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, I'd love to work with Lacey again. You would- the same characters. I wonder if we played different characters, if we'd kind of fall into the same
Hmm.
rhythm of David
Yeah.
and Jess. If there'd be some of that, that would be really interesting. Yeah.
Well,
So
that
that
actually
leads,
go ahead.
yeah.
Oh, okay. It kind of leads us into like the surprise that we have for the fans of the podcast. So tomorrow we're gonna get to interview Lacey on
Oh,
the
great.
show. So we wanted to know if you wanted to give her a shout out that we could show her tomorrow.
Yeah. Hi, Lacey. I haven't talked to her in a while. I hope she's doing well. I'm not sure if she's in Italy still or, yeah, but I miss you.
Thank you so much. I'm sure she'll love it.
Which, speaking of which, we're very lucky because I think this is the first Hallmark podcast she's done. I don't think she's done any, which is
It's with Lacey.
very special.
Finally pegged her down.
So now let's go into something people have asked us to bring back. Emily, you have played this, I believe. Carlo has
Okay.
not, but I don't think you did the rom-com version. I could be wrong. It's been a while since we spoke to you, but this is this or that rom-com edition. You have to pick one of these two rom-coms to watch right now.
Okay.
Kirsten's going to go first.
Okay. 10 Things I Hate About You or Clueless?
Clueless.
That'd be my choice.
Hands down. Come on. Little Meg Ryan action, When Harry Met Sally or You've Got Mail.
When Harry Met
Sally.
Sally.
That was so in sync.
Yeah. I'm on a huge Meg Ryan kick right now. She can do no
She-
wrong. She's so
She's
brilliant.
the best, isn't she?
Unreal. Yeah.
Say Anything or How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
How to Lose a Guy in
Say
10
anything. No, say anything. Come
No,
on.
I watched it
That's
recently.
a classic.
No.
You watched
How to
Say
Lose a Guy in 10
Oh, that's
days.
right. When we were filming, Emily had this list of movies that she was supposed to watch, and she kept adding to you. Remember that?
Yeah, I was showing him Letterboxd, and I'm
Uh-huh.
like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Are you
diving
taking
into
a lot off?
I am. I'm doing a lot of the classic rom-coms right now. But How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days was a movie I watched with my friends nonstop in high school. It was like we'd
Mhm.
come home from school and we put it on repeat. So that's a classic in my world.
One of my best friends got so mad at me. I've known her for years, and she says, "You've never seen this?" I said, "No." She literally, I drove to her house one day after school, and she goes, "You're gonna sit your butt right down, then you're not gonna move until you finish this movie." And her
And
mom
did
and
you
all
love
four of her
it?
sisters, I loved it,
Yeah.
but I kind of felt like I had no choice but to, because her mom was sitting right beside me and her four sisters were right here and her here. So it's either I liked it or I died. So I mean,
Right. That's fair.
I love that reaction. Well, that's fair. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Let's go back to two that everybody should have seen by now: Pretty Woman or My Best Friend's Wedding.
My best
Pretty
friend's
Woman.
wedding.
I would lean towards Pretty Woman too.
See, My Best Friend's Wedding for me was like childhood. I had the VHS and I would watch that one all the time. So good. It's so
They're
good.
both so good.
Yeah.
And the ending of that, I mean, her and Diaz, I mean, that how does that not bring a tear to your eye?
Truly. Yeah. It's such a great classic. I love Pretty Woman too, but
And then we have some Ryan Reynolds movies, The Proposal or Just Friends.
I'm not
I don't
as
remember either
familiar.
of those.
But I'm gonna say The
Yeah.
Proposal just because I love Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
It's really
She's just so good.
And Betty White's in that one too. She's hilarious in it.
Is Just Friends the one where he goes back, or she goes back to like their
good.
hometown?
He goes
He
back
goes back.
And
after
he used to be nerdy or
he was
something
in a
and
ton of
Yeah.
weight.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
he used to be a nerd and heavier, and everybody picked on
Yeah,
him,
right.
and he had a crush on her.
Right.
Is
Okay,
Anna
I'll pick
Faris
that
in
one.
that one too?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
do like that one too.
Yeah, I'm picking that one.
These ones aren't really rom-coms, but these are two of our personal favorite movies. Wedding Crashers or Crazy Stupid Love.
Wedding Crashers.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Wedding Crashers too.
Yeah, I remember watching that in the theater when it came out.
Has the best comedy.
I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
Besides on this podcast, right?
Besides on this podcast,
No.
yeah, I love Wedding
Come
Crashers.
on.
Will Ferrell in that too? Mom,
Yes.
meatloaf, meatloaf.
It's so funny how that stands out when he had such a minor role, and like that's one of the
Yeah.
first things that pops into my head in that movie.
Watch that once a week at least.
We need him in a Hallmark movie just to randomly yell, "Mom, meatloaf."
Yeah.
J-Lo movies. So we have The Wedding Planner or Made in Manhattan.
Manhattan. Has that got a Ralph Fiennes in it?
Yeah, honestly, when I saw that,
He's a
all I
good
saw was
actor.
Voldemort, so I like needed a second. I'm like, I can't see his face and not think Voldemort. So I'll go with the other one.
I was the exact same way. Then I saw him in that new movie, the Choral, where he's a choir director in like World War II, and the boys have to go to war right after they perform the concert.
Whoa.
And if you haven't seen Conclave, there's no Voldemort in that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's incredible.
He's
That's
a good
just what
actor.
my
I mean,
brain does.
Come on. But that's just us. When you grew up with Harry Potter, you're always gonna see him as Voldemort, no matter who he plays.
It's true.
50 First Dates or 13 Going on 30.
Both good. I like those. I'd go 50 First Dates though.
Emily likes this one.
This is hard. I love Drew Barrymore so much.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with 50 First Dates.
And then the final one.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off or 16 Candles?
Ferris.
I have 16 Candles.
Okay.
They're both classics. Like, it's so hard to choose between them.
You can't go wrong with either. So
It's true. Honestly, all of the movies you've given are great. It's hard to choose.
we'll get to know you guys a little bit better with a little bit of Would You Rather, and then I'm going to pitch something that isn't rom-com related at all, but I want to go into it. So we're going to ask you guys, would you rather become this, or go on this, or da-da-da-da. So starting off with this. Would you rather become a regular on Heartland or When Calls the Heart? Both massive shows up in Canada that have ran for...
Heartland's like the cowboy one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like logistically, When Calls the Heart films here where my home is. So I'm like that, but I like the idea of working with horses on Heartland.
And you get to work with Aaron. And
I
you
think
get to
both
work
should
with
be an
Aaron.
answer.
I mean,
You know what? That's true. I'm gonna choose When Calls the Heart, but that's a hard decision.
Whatever one I would get to wear a cowboy hat in.
we need to make it happen. Cindy, let's make him a love interest on the next season of Heartland, please.
Nice.
Allen one too. Real high.
Would you rather sing in a movie or be serenaded?
Be serenaded.
I have sang in a movie. I'd rather sing.
Are you a singer, Carlo?
No, but I don't mind embarrassing myself.
Oh, stop it. It wasn't that bad. I can't sing, but you have a way better voice than I can. I mean, would you rather watch a rom-com or write a rom-com? I think we covered this already, but let's do watch or write.
I think we'd rather watch one. Yeah.
Watch.
And then finally, this is going to be the big one that we end this off with. I've embarrassed myself on this one. Kirsten has said this many, many times. So let's get to know your guys's. Who was your first celebrity crush growing up?
Devin Sawa.
Wow.
Casper.
We've never had that.
Are you kidding? Can I kiss
Wow.
you? Hands down.
Wow. I can't remember my first. I'm gonna say first one I can remember was Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Kind of basic, but that's what I
Mhm.
really remember. I had this fantasy that she would come to our small town for some reason and then run into her. Why Britney Spears would be on the west coast of Vancouver Island, I don't know, but
Free surprise concert.
Yeah.
Who knows? Now, I'm going to go back to Emily to end this off. So when we spoke to you the first time, you only had one movie. Well, let's go into Influencers.
Yeah.
The surprise sequel that I didn't even know it was getting made. No announcement until I saw the poster. I'm like, didn't we just have this? And then I looked, I'm like, Influencers. So this one, it takes place in the landscapes of southern France. And there's murder and identity theft. Tell us a little bit about that and how this sequel came to you.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we filmed the first movie, Influencer, in Thailand in 2021, and there was no plans to do a sequel ever. The director's like, we're not doing this again. It was really hard, but it was really well received. And our director, Curtis David Harder, ended up just having an idea one day and pitching it to his writing partner of the first one. He's like, but what if we set it up like this? And he's like, oh, that's a really good idea. He wrote the first 30 pages, sent it to the main cast and the crew that the small crew we were working with and said, what do you guys think? Would you be on board? And the first part of the script is what takes place in France, right?
Mhm.
And so all I see is like the locations, southern France, and then at the end of those 30 pages is like cut to Bali, and I'm like, yeah, I'm in. Sign me up. And yeah, he wrote the script within 6 months, and then all of a sudden we were traveling the world again together, and it was very, very, very exciting and cool to get the gang back together, and also a bunch of new great people. And then we just did the festival circuit last year for it. So the lead, Cassandra No, and I traveled around again. We went to Montreal and New York and London, and just got to promote the movie. And yeah, we're really proud of it, and it seems like people really like it. So it's fun to be in the horror genre.
It's a great sequel. I personally think it's better than the first one, just because it adds a different twist, and you're not stuck in one place. Instead, you go from France to Bali to here to there. It goes everywhere. And I want to know, how would you pitch a third, and where would you want to go as an actress?
I mean, we've talked about it. Yeah, that would be very cool to get to do a third. I know we've talked a little bit about that it would be really fun to go to Mexico, like Mexico City, travel around Mexico. I don't think it would make sense for this world, though. I think, honestly, we'd like to go back to Thailand. It feels like where we started would need to be where we finished, if there were to ever be a third. But it would be exciting to see if the director wanted to write another one, and where we would go. But somewhere warm and tropical. That's kind of where it has to be. It's like this daytime horror genre, and it would be nice to revisit Thailand. I would say.
And we get Carlo in the next one, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so that'll end this interview. Emily, Carlo, thank you so much for coming on and talking about not only A Season to Blossom, but also a lot more. Chesapeake Shores, Christmas Above the Clouds, getting to know you guys as improvisers, which was fun for me. And I know that the fans are going to love it, because we've had a lot of reception from just having fun with people on here. And they love to see you just be genuine people. And that was as genuine as it gets. all the laughs and just having a great time. But Carlo, where can we find you on social media?
I'm on Instagram at Carlo H. Marks.
And Emily, where can we find you?
I'm also on Instagram at Emily J. Tennant.
Kirsten,
And
where can we find you?
You can find both of us on the Instagram page that we share called at Heartful of Hallmark, and then also on my personal page at Kirst_Hendershot.
You can find me, Noah_Kaser on Instagram, and on my own channel, where I do a lot of fun stuff. More interviews coming in the horror genre very, very soon. Until next time, everybody, like and subscribe for more, and keep your heart full of Hallmark.